Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Thúy and this is my colleague Hoàng Lat. And welcome to today's final round of AFC Cup Championship. Today we have two teams from Vietnam and Uzbekistan. Let's look at their coaches, Mr. Park Hang-seo from Vietnam and Mr. Vadim Abramov from Uzbekistan. Both are looking very serious and confident about how well their teams will play. Hey Lan, what team do you think will win this game?
In my opinion, it's a very difficult decision. Both teams are equally talented, but I think the team that has a little more chance of winning is Vietnam. With a methodically trained system, Mr. Park is more likely to bring Vietnam to victory. But either way, we can never underestimate our rival.
Yes, that's true. We can never underestimate anyone, not just our opponents. Now, after two victories against Palestine and Oman, U23 Vietnam has officially won the friendly match VFF 2018. However, the match against Uzbekistan U23 on 15th of December will certainly be dramatic and attractive, because now the opponent has caused the teachers and students of Park Hang-seo to swallow the bitter fruit in the U23 Asian finals. Therefore, the fans are currently waiting for the sweet debt collection at the upcoming Thương Châu Stadium. We all know that Mr. Park is an excellent coach, so how can he become like that? Let's go and find out about how to be a good leader through the match that he leads and go back to the game.
Now, the first half of the match has begun. The team is in great position. Quang Hai is showing a lot of faith in his ball. Back to the way Mr. Park leads the team, involving many activities, from writing skills to speaking skills combined with postures and gestures. Coach Park showed his skills as a communicative leader. In important cases, the accuracy of the information and guidance given by the coach will determine the result of the match.
As we can see, Mr. Park has made radical changes to the Vietnamese male soccer teams. I was told that he encouraged the group to practice more, communicate with the members of the group to solve the problems, and empathize with them when they have difficulties. He uses his diligence to motivate the team. For the most part, he carefully evaluates the strengths and weaknesses of all the members to find the best position for each them in the match. When journalists from our company interviewed him, he was not afraid to show his confidence in winning the next matches. Moreover, Mr. Park has a great influence on all members of the group, making them trust and listen to him. Thus, communication skills become extremely essential as a leader.
I can see that Mr. Park is being really empathetic while people make mistakes. The art of leadership is not only about expertise, reputation in the market, agility in negotiation, but also the ability to be empathetic by understanding the feelings and thoughts of their subordinates. Empathy will increase trust, create a sense that employees are valued and cared about. So, for example, after the player in each game makes a mistake, he recognizes that and only reminds the player gently, but still strictly. When things go wrong, sympathy, compassion, and forgiveness can be used.
Moreover, through many interviews before the match started, he confidently answered the question, and I believe this will help the players to have more faith in themselves. A true leader must always have faith in himself. Usually, the confidence comes from the fact that any leader has spent a long time training his skill at work, accumulating a wide range of knowledge and intelligence. Besides, even without the skills and experience, he is also a person who knows and learns from others.
In the second half, Mr. Park has to assert very important whether to put Kung Fu again on the pitch. As a leader, you are expected to make important decisions, while others often try to stay away from it. Even though these decisions will sometimes make a big impact on the relationship between you and the people around you, you must accept that. In the match right now, I can see that Mr. Park is really strict every time the team members continue to make mistakes after his reminder. That shows what a leader should be like. Sometimes you should be a little more strict when people goes the wrong way.
In the middle of the second half, Mr. Park showed a good vision of himself. Although in this match we lost, but overall, at the time he almost turned defeat to victory by putting Kung Fu back into the game. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, there are so many potential risks, and there are also many opportunities for development. Leaders and executives must know how to turn conflicts into exponential power, turn defeat into victory, convert victory into victory, but still the team members are not too arduous. While everyone is convinced by the talent of the leader, they often don't realize that the talent only plays a complement on the experience he can learn from the work practices. The ability to plan and set goals to achieve. A leader is the one who always has the solution to all difficulties in the most difficult situation because he has clearly seen the nature of the situation even before you have just started thinking about it.
It now has come to the end of our match. We hope that in some ways we have helped you have a clear vision of what can be done to be a good leader. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.